evening. This is 𝗵𝗵𝗀𝘁 here again. I hope you all have just reached home safely, had your dinner, and are well rested. All right. So, over the past few days, I have just been reflecting a lot, not just on money, but on how decisions actually get made when life gets heavy. You see, from Sunday till now, I've shared quite a bit about debts, deceptions, pressure, and clarity. And I want to pause for a moment to tie it all together. Because what I've realized is this, both personally and professionally, most life breakdowns don't start where we think they start. I'll further explain as we go on, right? Now, you see, most people think everything collapses because of debts. But debts is usually the symptoms, not the starting point. What I've seen again and again in my own previous life and in my clients' lives and even in real cases is very human patterns. It's a very human pattern, all right? It can start with a downturn. A downturn happens, maybe a loss of job or business spiraling down, and then or maybe stock market crash or whatsoever, investment crash, okay? And then pressure increases. Okay? Now you need to find money to cover and all that, okay? And then emotions get louder. How does emotions get louder, all right? There's a lot, pressure, and then, when you make decisions, it's just based on emotion. It's knee-jerk reaction, we call it, right? And clarity gets quieter. Why? Because when emotions get louder, clarity has to step aside. And in such state, decisions start getting made differently. So that's why I started reframing debts this way. Would you like to know what DEBTS, debts, stands for in my dictionary? DEBTS, debts, stands for, besides just debts, it actually stands for decisions by emotion betraying to moral stability. I repeat, DEBTS stands for decisions by emotions betraying to moral stability. You see, when fear takes the wheel, we rush. When things feel urgent, we grasp. When emotions dominate, logic doesn't disappear. Logic doesn't disappear. It just gets overwritten. You see, one of my mentors like to share with me, when emotions are high, the IQ is always low. All right? So by the time that becomes visible, something much deeper has already been compromised. Peace, judgment, confidence, and sometimes even our own personal dignity. And here's something important I want to be very clear about. The 4Ds which I always talk about during my previews, during my video sessions, and even on Risen from Ashes preview nights. Now the 4Ds here, I'm not referring to the total 4Ds, okay? If you're looking for that kind of 4Ds, I'm afraid I'm not the best person to teach you how to be rich. But these 4Ds I'm talking about are some of the 4 fundamental pressure points that circles and revolves around money or the lack of money, right? Now, first D, downturns, deceptions, debts, and finally, damn the taxman, okay? Now, like I explained in my previous previews before, for the life of me, I tried scouring through the whole entire dictionary to make a very descriptive word to link to taxmans. And taxmans here, I'm referring to the LHDN or the IRB, not the tax advisors, all right? Please don't get misunderstood. So whenever I ask my clients, if you receive a letter from LHDN and it's not a check rebate that you expect, what's your first reaction or first response? Hence the word DAMN, damn, okay? Now all these Ds, they don't start in the same place. Any one of them can open the doors for the others. Let's imagine this, okay? Let's try, follow my thoughts if you can, all right? A downturn can lead to debts. debts can make people vulnerable to deceptions. And deceptions sometimes can also create tax problems. Tax problems can trigger another downturn. Look, what I'm saying is sequential. Okay, it's not sequential, not necessarily sequential. That means it follows such sequence, but it can start with any one of them. And these four of them, they are like gangsters. Okay, they are perfect partner in crimes because they open one door for each other. It's not a straight line. It's a loop. Okay, and it can start from any one of these. Right. That's why good, intelligent people still get trapped. Not because they are reckless, but because pressure distorts decision making. That's what I realized. So the real problem isn't lack of intelligence. It's the lack of clarity under pressure. Yes, let me repeat. The real problem isn't lack of intelligence. The real problem is actually lack of clarity under pressure. And clarity is not something most people are taught how to protect. We are taught how to earn, spend, and invest, but almost never how to slow down decisions when emotions are loud. So this is exactly why I built Reason from Ashes. Reason from Ashes isn't about quick tips or shortcuts. It's about recognizing patterns early, our very own individual patterns, before decisions quietly compound into crisis. It's about restoring order before emotions make choices on our behalf. Whether the issue is financial, relational, emotional, the same principles applies. Clarity must take the wheel. As I pointed out previously before, clarity is when a decision has been made before emotions steps in. Now, if you are in a season where pressure feels constant, where choices feels urgent, and you are just trying not to make things worse, rest assured, you are not broken. You may just be standing between doors. And learning which one not to open next can change everything. If this resonates, I'm hosting a short Reason from Ashes preview on this Sunday. No hype, just clarity. If you need that right now, you're more than welcome to join. The details, I will put it in the captions so you can see, you can click on it. Just comment RFA and I'll reserve a spot for you. Hope to see you by this Sunday. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Thank you.